Hello, kids, and welcome to another episode of Bright Ideas with Willy and Eddy. Willy couldn't make it today because he twisted his vas deferens during a competitive game of ping pong. But with me is untrained martial artist Matthew Schulman. Today, we are going to be talking about the terrors of self-defense. Thanks for being here, Matthew.
Thanks for having me, Eddy.
Tell me about this so-called self-defense. Why is it necessary in a world full of kindness and acceptance?
Okay, so already we disagree. I see a world of Charlie Mansons and his group of pornographers wagging their fingers and sticking them where they don't belong. Okay? Now there's two ways you can go about this. You can go the, pacifist Eddy route, or you can go the Matt Schulman self-defense route. One of them works, one of them doesn't. I don't think you gotta be a genius to know which one.
Well, can you stop me from doing it? Yes! Just kidding.
I would have reacted if it was a threat.
I'm not into sadism anymore. It's clear you and I have very different views. But as an open-minded individual, I encourage differences. I'm friends with an Asian man. Back to the issue at hand. How does this self-defense impact children? It must lead to hateful acts of brutality. Is this why they're always attacking me?
Let me tell you, we have a fundamental difference of opinion about children, okay? Because these children, these are not our mother's children, these aren't even our father's children. These children are the spawn of Marilyn Manson and Grand Theft Auto. And if we, as older Americans, do not match them in their intensity, they will wag their fingers all over us. And those are very weak fingers that are easily broken and manipulated.
Children are not as weak as you claim, Mr. Matthew. Dustin Rosenthal, he has a bicep. He has thick calves. He has the beginnings of a Mountain Dew six-pack. So you tell him he's weak. The next time him and his gang pin me down and
I wouldn't get myself in that situation, okay? And I'll give you an example of how I take care of when young children try to bully me. I was at Coney Island at the hot dog eating contest, okay?
Oh, I like Coney Island.
Who doesn't? I was a spectator like anyone else when I noticed some young Jewish children kind of, just kind of talking through it, not allowing me to hear the chews. So I said, "Excuse me, gentlemen." Then I broke their little fingers.
Well, I understand that you've prepared a little instructional video for us today.
Yes.
But in order to keep this a family-friendly program, we have had to censor some of the more graphic material.
Okay.
So, roll clip, please.
I'm Matt Schulman, and I think self-defense is really cool. So this is called snatching fingers where they don't belong. That's the basic idea, man. This is more of a show-off move, but it's very effective when you're dealing with small children. And that's the wag of the fingers go like this. Because they're used to this means no. I'm Matt Schulman, and self-defense is where I take out my childhood nightmares. Then you got the kick and scream. You got the archer. That's where you reach back like you're reaching for an arrow, pull it out, and you punch someone in the face. I'm Matt Schulman, and self-defense is the only thing that stops me from killing myself.
That last move reminded me of my birth.
Hey, give me that.
What are your views on verbal self-defense? Expressions like, "I'm so sorry, sir," and "Please help me, dear God."
Have you ever considered transitioning to this kind of method that will help society
Blossom like an aging preteen.
Well, I'm glad you brought this up, Eddy, because yes, verbal abuse is one of the major tenets of my program. I'll give you an example. Okay, the other day a little Jewish boy was sticking his finger where it didn't belong. I happened to use some information to my advantage. I knew his mother was very sick. I knew she was in the hospital, so I said, "How come your mom's not here helping you while I hurt your fingers, And these things broke him down verbally and made it much easier for me to break him down physically.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for being here, Matthew. You're one violent fucker. Do you have any last words for our innocent viewers?
Yeah, if anyone needs a babysitter, I'm available. You can reach me at himattselfdefensebabysit69@hotmail.com. And I'm available all nights except Friday nights.
There you have it. Thank you as always. I'm Eddie, and this is my new frenemy, Matthew.
Bye-bye.
Lights out.